Alright, today I visited an antique store that I didn't even know was an antique store, but it's closing down. I decided to stop in. I always thought it was just a home goods store for years. And I picked up several of these old lobby cards. This is actually the oldest of them. And I didn't give them much of a glance other than just to study the print type and the paper to actually make sure they are old and like the originals and not just some sort of reprints. Because obviously, this is a modern frame. However, when I got home and was thrilled to look at my other ones that I got, they were all 30s except for this one, I noticed in the corner here that it's perforated and has a band. So that tells me that there's probably actually more in here. So I decided to do a reveal video. So without further ado, let's get to it. I would explain why some of these don't really go in. If there are several in here, that's too thick for this type of frame. Well, we have something. Okay, well, first of all, that's Muskegon, Michigan. That's where I was born and raised. That's 300 miles away from here. So the fact that this is from my home city is actually just thrilling. I was going to sell this, but the fact that it's from Muskegon makes me kind of want to keep it because I just love history. That is my biggest hobby, is history. However, keep this in view. We have pages here. Try to carefully extract this so as not to damage the corners and the edges. Also, don't mind the rip in my shirt. Typical redneck, right? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys the first view, and we will see what this is about. Kind of bright out here to see what's on my phone screen, but I'm gonna look at it. Huh. Oh, this one has a tear in it. You can see it ripping where it's been creased too many times. Now, I thought these were lobby cards, but I don't presume to know much about this kind of stuff. Movies are not my specialty. Yeah, I study Inferma a lot, so I can tell the different prints and stuff apart from each other and, remakes and stuff, but made by L. Winkler and Company, USA. Actually, there's some like resin on here I'll have to try to carefully scrape off. Yeah, definitely based on the heavy eyeliner and the like I've eaten too much arsenic look to their faces, as well as just like starving themselves of all nutrition. I'd say these are still definitely 20s. Universal Westerns. Wait, that one's called the Treacherous Raid. Oh, apparently I opened too. Oh, nope, just too thick. Treacherous Raid. Okay, so this one's also called Treacherous Raid. No, that's Rival. I don't know, their funny 20s font are making it confusing to look at. Oh, the fisticuffs. Oh, it's so fake. Oh, I just love 20s acting. Silent film stuff is just so overdramatic, but that's the era of. I mean, they're just plays. They're basically just plays on screen. Later, they get called teleplays when they finally get televised, but we're still beyond, or before then. I'm not putting this back in the frame, and honestly, oh, I just love it. the fantasy Western uh, outfits that are not accurate at all to the Old West. They're just so 1920s, so even like Edwardian 1910s look. There's so many of these people. All that heavy eyeliner. Oh, this is more than worth the $12 I paid for it. Oh, this is... Love the corduroy. Now, I do love old men's fashion, like pre-1930, so this is just perfect to study. Looks like that's it. Some thick cardstock paper. This, some sort of lobby book, I guess. I don't know much about movies. I'm sure some of you in the comments will tell me more, but this is definitely just... That's wonderful. And it's from Muskegon. Charlie Burns, Jackson Street, Rural Route 2, Muskegon, Michigan. I love how they just angle off with Mich instead of just doing it nice and straight. And it's in blue pencil. Notice that you like to write with a lot of blue pencil and a lot of purple pencil back then. In fact, I have a letter from a cowboy in 1907 who's writing on the plains in Wyoming, outside of Gillette, in all purple pencil, to his Sunday school teacher from 30 years beforehand. He had not written to her for 30 years, though he always promised to. So as you can probably guess, I do like Western stuff. I used to live out west actually for a while, then I moved back to Michigan. But this is just absolute gold. I can't wait to study this one. But I hope you liked it. A great reveal for A Treacherous Rival, a Universal Western featuring Laura LaPlante and whatever the heck that name is. Perry? I don't know. Well, it can't be a lowercase e because the other e is capitalized. I don't know. Perry Pembroke. Or Percy, something. I'm sure one of you would tell me. Have a great day, y'all.